You gon' feel my beat, and I'm gon' feel the cool change. This beat of mine, I wanna nut in you all night. In you. Yo, hello everyone, it's your boy.
Have you seen a alien, please?
So you've probably seen the title of this video, and one of you guys asked me to react to one of your albums, and I just gotta say, you guys are mad talented. God damn. So first up, thank you for finding me and my insights worthy of critiquing your work, and huge props for having the guts to ask someone to react to your album. I mean, you got balls, my guy. Now to put things up to speed, I already listened to the entire thing, and instead of reacting to these songs one by one, I'm just gonna show you guys the top 3 picks that I had in this album, in no particular order! So for a bit of background first, Lilim is a band created by Takana in 2017, and they released a full-length album entitled Bagahe at Bagong Umaga, or in English you could translate it as like Baggage and a New Morning, or like a new beginning maybe, could be more appropriate, in 2021, which is apparently a coming-of-age concept album consisting of 12 brand new tracks. And as for the album cover as well as the album title here, I don't really get the connection between the two, to be honest. I mean, it's called Baggage and a New Morning, but in the picture there's not even a sunrise in here or anything like that. It's just you probably in here standing in front of the ocean. There's like waves coming in and stuff, so like I think you're trying to like get into this artistic emotional vibe in the picture, but as far as like the album title as well as like the album cover here, it's like trying to like make a connection out of the two. It's just, I don't get it. Maybe I'm stupid, I don't know. Now this might come up as a bit harsh, but this is just pure constructive criticism coming from a place of love. You're my subscriber, man. I'm here for the best of you. But this could be your first time making an album and everything, so like I'll give you the benefit of the doubt as far as like that's concerned. But yeah, I mean, this could be like a humble beginning towards something great in the future, so I can't really put anything against that. And is this you in the picture? Guy with the long hair? Let's get it. But before we begin, leave a like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and when you're done, let's get to it. So song number 1, we're starting off strong here with Chérie.
Ako ay in love lang sa'yo. Oh.
I hope I didn't butcher that word. So one of the reasons as to why this track is one of my favorites in this album is mainly because of its indie song vibe to it. And it reminds me of Rico Blanco's vocal inflections and his singing style in here as well. So yeah, and as for the rest of the reasons why, let's give it a listen.
Wag kang mag-alala, hindi ako aalis tuwing magkatabi. Disyembre aking pagsinta, hindi ko naman alam na parehas.
I just like the entire rhythm of that thing. It's just catchy for a verse. I mean, I like it a lot. It already motivates me to listen to the rest of the song up to the chorus, and it's dope.
In love lang sa'yo.
Oh, like the part. Goddamn, you guys are mad talented. Holy shit.
Susunod sa in love ako sa'yo. Oh, hindi.
Oof.
Hindi pala nakakatakot ang dilim tala. Mademoiselle, bon Dieu, je voudrais savoir ce qui est. Pouvez-vous m'aider?
I have no idea what it's saying here, but I'm betting he's spitting some mad game on this girl right now. God damn.
Lang sa'yo. Oh, hindi nagkaroon ng panahon na di ko. Oh, patanggap na ako hawak ko sa'yo.
Just smooth, man. Just suave. Suave, man. Too talented, my guy. You good. I mean, for the general vibe of this song, it's pretty light, pretty heartwarming, pretty romantic as well. It reminds me of Love and Rose as well because of the French part of the lyrics as well as the title being French as well.
Hold me close and hold me fast.
I mean, the song is great overall. I mean, the production as well as like the mixing between the layers of like vocals as well as like the instrumentals pretty great as well. And it is a gem. Thank you, Anma, for the insight. So yeah, that was Chérie. So second track.
Simpleng dulas.
we have Tunay Na Pagmamahal, or True Love in English. Now, one of the reasons that got me to liking this song and becoming one of my favorites in this album is mainly because of its old style kind of musicality to it. I mean, it reminds me of Ed Sheeran's Perfect, as well as like Apo Hiking Society and Itchy Worms for some reason. I mean, it's got its own brand, it has its own appeal as far as like being a single in this album, and it's a pretty catchy track as far as I'm concerned.
Natin sa madilim na sinihan.
Now, this is just me and like my constructive criticism as far as like the songwriting here in this song, because like the tempo or like the bass kind of like rhythm in here is like very slow, and the way that you did the word sinihan in here is like very fast. So maybe like try to like adjust the syllables and like the way that you're singing them one by one. So instead of like sa madilim na sinihan, could have made it like sa madilim na sinihan. But that's just me. It's like my critique on it, so like don't take it against me. I mean, take it or leave it. It's like, I don't know.
Basa ka ng dyaryo at ako naman ay libro.
I mean, yeah, like not to come off as a jerk here, but like you could have just adjusted that syllable, so like. But yeah, that's just like my suggestion anyway. It's just my opinion. Like, you don't really need to follow everything that I say. I mean, it's gonna be your decision to like how you do things when it comes to your songs anyways.
Simpleng dulas sa bewang mo, ulos sa leeg ko.
I really like that part. It's kind of like him singing with himself, but even though just like a backup vocals, just like him trying to like sing with himself. It's kind of like like another version of him. It's kind of like going back and forth with it. It's just pretty cool.
At dulas ng dulas.
Bakit kaibigan? Anong nasa isip mo?
Sulong sa mundo. Walang huhusga sa atin.
Now, the main thing here that got me to thinking that this song is like one of those oldies tracks back in the day is the piano in the background going like dun 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 dun. Just reminds me of like those songs that my grandparents used to play in the radio back in the day or something. It's just very reminiscing.
Gagain man labi nila, walang huhusga sa atin. Ngayon huhusga sa atin. Ngayon
Was that a key change? Now, don't get me wrong, I really like the song here and like what it has to offer, but like for the key change in that part right there, it's like it just seems a bit unnecessary in my opinion. You really have to like match the rising key with the rising pitch in your voice to really emphasize that rising or like the elevating energy in the song and like what it has to offer. But the song is still great, don't get me wrong. I mean, the execution in here is still clean, but like there's still something to improve in here is what I'm trying to say. And for the third and final track, we have Nothing But Blue Skies. Let's get to it.
I feel your smile, makes me feel alive. What time? 10:30, 10:30, 10:30, 10:30.
Hey.
My love is blind. Oh la 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 la.
So for this track, I mean, it's a clever wordplay that really got me going. It's the 10:30 tentative bit as well as the My Heart Is Alive or Lying bit. Those are really cool. I really like it. Those were catchy hooks, man. Gotta give you that. Huge props.
I die inside when you push me away to your bedside.
This ain't it, Chief!
That entire falsetto kind of like just makes me cringe a bit. Could have like bring the entire key of the song down. Maybe try to like transpose the key of the song for like half a step or like a whole step or something.
I follow you through the fields of sky blue.
So for this song, like there's always something that's going on. It just keeps on like progressing to like another section. And I really like that. There's always something, like it's not stagnant, there's always something that's going on. Comparing this to the second track, I mean now it matches or complements the visuals or like the song that you're trying to sing to the listeners. And as far as your singing voice is concerned, it really reminds me of that one particular vocalist in Muni Muni back in the day, the one that just left. Dito ka na lang. Just want to point that out. So that was my top 3 picks from the album Bagahe at Bagong Umaga by Lilim Music. But since this is a concept album, I guess it has that freedom to like be as loose as it wants as far as like the themes or like the topics of the songs go. Because on the one hand you have like self-reflections, and there was also like this political theme in there in like one particular song or something. Then there's also like love songs and stuff like that. And I could also hear the music influences in this album. I mean, I kind of get hints of like My Chemical Romance in there, as well as like 21 Pilots, a bit of Glock 9 maybe. This dude has bars, man. So for the instrumentals, it's pretty nicely mixed. It's pretty clean in my opinion. I have no issues with it whatsoever. He uses guitars, bass, drums I think, as well as like orchestras or like an organ, synths as well. There's also like some synths in here and some of the tracks in here. I mean, with that said, I really appreciate the fact that he's trying to like mix up the combinations of like instruments or like the instrumentals that he's using for each song. So the instrumentals in here were mixed cleanly in my opinion. I mean, I have no issues with that whatsoever, but like the songwriting was also pretty good as well. There were some clever wordplays. And as for your singing capabilities or like your singing styles are concerned, I really feel like you're still trying to like find yourself in that regard. I feel like you're trying to like experiment still in like what your strength is as far as like your singing voice is concerned. So you're trying to like get some bits here and there, like some singing styles from like other artists as well. It's the case in here in this album. So with that said, I really feel like some of the tracks here were hits, but some of the tracks here were also misses as well. But there's nothing wrong with that really. I mean, that's what you get for experimenting anyway, and that's part of the game. I mean, listening to the album, I really feel like you have the spark or like the potential as far as like making music is concerned. The potential is there, but there's also like things to work on or like things to improve on like certain aspects on like making songs. And I hope that you don't get discouraged because of my critiques, but instead take them on as kind of like challenges to become a better version of yourself, both as a musician as well as a person. I am genuinely excited for the future songs that you have in store for us, and I'm rooting for you. So again, Lilim, Bagahe at Bagong Umaga. So yeah, that's the end of the reaction video. Thank you guys for reaching this far into the video. Please leave a like if you've enjoyed it so that I'll know. And please once again do not forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell down below so that you guys will be able to stay updated for my future videos. So if you guys would like me to react to anything else, just songs, music videos, music albums, stuff like that, just comment it down below as well. I'll try to do it for you. And if you guys would like to add anything else or you disagree on some of the things that I've said in here, just comment it down below as well. And I'll try to keep an open mind. Just keep it civil down there, will ya? Thanks. And yeah, it's been great, it's been fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.